and welcome to ISTV News. Let's look at the top stories first. If adventure sports are developed, it can help produce men of merit, says Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore. Let's look at the big stories now. Chief Secretary of Manipur O. Nabakishore has said that if adventure sports are developed, it can help produce men of merit. He said this during the flag-off ceremony of a team of 17 climbers of Manipur Mountaineering and Trekking Association, MMTA, today. The team of climbers will take part in the 17th Northeast Zone Sports Climbing Competition to be held at Agartala. Former President of MMTA, Yambem Laba, Incumbent President Dr. Surzit and many others attended the flag-off ceremony. Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore, who was a chief guest at the ceremony, further said a state cannot be developed without sports. It is necessary for the state to pay extra special attention to games and sports to bring development, he said.
Planning strategy, overcome quality perseverance, patience, tenacity, quality develop quality develop situation society individual lack of problem tackle learning
Former President Yambem Laba said it is satisfactory that the government of Manipur is giving jobs to those sportspersons who excel. However, as the jobs are of low rank, it becomes a main factor for the sports activities in the state to regress, he said. Ayekpam Manitomba is the manager and Fritz Savam Kalendro is the coach of the 17 climbers team. Expressing discontentment over the rejection of permit to diesel autos plying Langam Khul, Akham and Ngarian route by the Transport Department, the diesel auto passenger carriers plying UKR MDA have been blocked from passing through the route. A joint meeting of the three villages was also held at Akham Ibudho Kaplangba Community Hall. Many people, including advisor of the Akham Village Committee, K.H. Bihari, attended the meeting. Member of Social Development Committee of the three villages, N.G. Sudhir, said the act of Transport Minister K.H. Ratan Kumar's policy is not satisfying. The work that should be taken up by the Transport Department is done by UKR MDA, which is not acceptable. The reason behind the rejection of the permit must be made public, he demanded. As a mark of protest, the people who gathered at the community hall burned the effigy of Transport Minister. The NSS Special Camp, which was held from September 28 to October 3rd under the aegis of NSS Unit 1 of Tampasna Girls Higher Secondary School, has concluded today. During the camp, the campus and the surrounding areas of the school were cleaned. Many experts gave lectures on different topics too. A group of 21 selected female farmers from 9 different districts of the state who have been selected to participate in the week-long training at the Northeastern Farm Machineries Training and Testing Institute at Bishwanath Chareli of Sonitpur in Assam was flagged off today. The training is a part of a program launched by the government of Manipur with the objective of making the farmers aware of the latest technology in the field of farming and agriculture. Additional Chief Engineer of Agriculture Department Farm Machinery K. Manoranjan flagged off the team from the Agriculture Office at Sanzentong today. Talking to the ISTV News, Manoranjan said the training program will help the female farmers in knowing how to use tools needed in farming and maintenance of the tools. Such kind of training program meant for females is the second time with the present training. In future, 2 such programs will be held. The training will be immensely helpful in the field of agriculture, he said.
Preparation by November, October, continuously whole Manipuri program.
I'm ready. Telero. Editor car late. Some say Uzik put perfectly straight. Ado kankar kandadi freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kankraba matung dasu align straight oina lane bagidamo.
Wow. Uzik so straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock tobio. Rock tobio.
Now let's look at some national and international news. The family of a 50-year-old Muhammad Akhlaq, who was killed by a mob on Monday night in Dadri in Uttar Pradesh, allegedly over rumors that he had eaten beef, met Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav today. As they arrived in Lucknow last night, his mother said she was upset that culprits have not been punished yet. "I'm shattered. No action has been taken as yet," she said. As the family met the Chief Minister in Lucknow, Sangit Som, a BJP lawmaker accused in Muzaffarnagar riots, visited Dadri. The area on the outskirts of Delhi has been visited by several politicians in the last 2 days. A total of 9 people have been arrested so far in the case. An Uttar Pradesh Home Guards constable who is believed to have incited the mob has been detained for questioning today. According to sources in the police, other accused who have been arrested so far have alleged that the announcement from the temple that incited the mob was his idea. 2 key accused were arrested yesterday after a 5-day manhunt. He allegedly organized a meeting in which people were provoked to attack Akhlaq's family. Akhlaq and his 22-year-old son were dragged from their house by around 100 villagers and beaten with bricks. His son is critical. Half an hour before the attack, an announcement was allegedly made at a temple nearby that a calf had been slaughtered and its carcass had been found near a transformer. No names were taken in the announcement, but there are only 2 Muslim families in the area and the other family was out. Killing cows is illegal in Uttar Pradesh. As election fever grips Bihar, leaders are leaving no stones unturned to target their rivals and are using social media to their advantage. After Facebook and Twitter, Dub Smash is the latest entrance in the fight for the 243-member Bihar Assembly. Rashtriya Janata Dal Chief Lalu Prasad took on Prime Minister Narendra Modi on his debut video on Dub Smash on the latest promise to bring back black money. In the 17-second video, Lalu mimicked Modi, who in his Lok Sabha election campaign said, "Achhe din aayenge, better days are ahead," and promised to bring back black money and every citizen getting rupees 15 lakhs to rupees 20 lakhs. He ended the video by calling Modi's poll promises Jumla. Bihar Assembly elections will be held in 5 phases. Voting will take place on October 12, 16, 28, November 1st and 5th. Counting will take place on November 8 and the entire election process will be over by November 12. In a brutal incident in a Bareilly village, a 6-year-old girl was allegedly thrashed by her father after she failed to keep her head covered while having food. The girl died on the spot. Zafar alias Jan Mia had a strict rule for the women of the house to wear a veil at all times. The locals alleged that the women were not allowed to step out of the house, nor were any visitors allowed inside. On Saturday, when Zafar saw his daughter eating while her dupatta slipped from over her head, in a fit of rage, he allegedly thrashed her, smashing her head against the floor until she was dead. The husband got furious and hit the wife. Then he beat his daughter to death, said Meherban, who lives in the neighborhood. Zafar was arrested after his wife registered an FIR against him, accusing him of murder. The police said that the accused seems to be mentally unstable. President Barack Obama says the U.S. has launched a full investigation into air strikes that killed 19 people at an MSF-run Afghan hospital on Saturday. The U.S. military says a strike targeting Taliban in the northern city of Kunduz may have caused collateral damage. Offering his deepest condolences, Obama said he expected a full accounting of the facts and would then make a definitive judgment. At least 12 MSF staff members and 7 patients were killed in the incident. The UN called the strikes inexcusable and possibly even criminal, with Secretary General Ban Ki-moon calling for a thorough and impartial investigation. International and Afghan military planners have an obligation to respect and protect civilians at all times, and medical facilities and personnel are the object of a special protection, said UN High Commissioner Rad Al Hussein Zayed. The hospital run by the medical charity MSF was severely damaged by a series of strikes lasting more than an hour from 2 a.m. local time on Saturday. Dozens were also injured in the attack. MSF President Meni Nikolai described the incident as abhorrent and a grave violation of international humanitarian law. All indications currently point to the bombing being carried out by international coalition forces, MSF said. Violent storms and flooding have hit southeast France, killing at least 13 people, knocking out power and disrupting travel, officials said. 3 elderly people drowned when their retirement home near the city of Antibes was inundated with flood water. Another 5 people are reported to have died as they tried to park their cars under shelter and became trapped. French President Francois Hollande has thanked rescuers and expressed the solidarity of the nation. Heavy rain hit the French Riviera, which lies on the Mediterranean coast and borders Italy, on Saturday evening. Let's look at the top stories again. If adventure sports are developed, it can help produce men of merit, says Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore. For the moment, that's all from us.